Cleanroom clothing is special and is maintained in a precise service cycle. It's special in every respect and can be described as precision clothing because of the fabrics used, its design, and the way it's made. The principles of the service cycle are the same for all applications and include collection, decontamination, inspection, repair, delivery, on-site sterilization, and how often operational staff change into newly decontaminated clothing each week. This weekly change frequency is a critical aspect of the contamination control process and is related to the classification of the cleanroom. The principle is that the more practices throughout the world are summarized on this chart and show that change periods are usually in 4 categories, starting with 1 change a week, 2 changes each week, a change once each day, and a change on each entry. Clearly, the cost increases with the complexity and sophistication of the clothing regime, multiplied by the number of weekly changes. Cleanroom clothing sets are required per person. This is because when you're using one set, another is at the laundry being processed, and the third is needed for use on the day that the soiled and clean are exchanged. The diagram shows that if you change daily, and the laundry normally collects and delivers once a week, then up to 11 complete sets are needed, with 5 sets at your plant for you to wear, 5 at the laundry for processing, and 1 set with all items used in cleanrooms. Clothing is subject to stringent quality control procedures. A quota sample of garments is tested to determine the particles retained on the fabric's surface after processing. There are 2 different tests in general use. In the Helmke drum test, as specified in the Institute of Environmental Sciences dispensing system, will depend on the frequency of changes and the complexity of the regime. The next activity in the service cycle is to ensure that soiled clothing is collected and checked. Of course, an essential part of any on-site cleanroom clothing program is the availability of adequate and secure checking and storage facilities. And then, finally, to complete the paperwork so that the laundry has a clear identification of the items and quantities, examining prices, are the same things being compared, apples with apples or apples with pears. The level of service, its quality and price are intimately related. So let's look at some variables, starting with option A, full service rental, which means that the laundry purchases and owns the clothing permanently and provides a comprehensive service for a single, all-inclusive, flat-rate price per change. A variant on this, option B, the split charge, is where the laundry purchases or will it contract out to a transport company. Over a period of time, that could be very much your concern. Does the contract allow you to change supplier at the end of the contract when you want, as you did with the last contractor? Or are you locked in to considerable residual costs, which somehow did not appear in the sales talk?